Hi, I'm Hud,
And I'm Chloe, and welcome to the first edition of the Charger Update,
where we keep you updated on the weekly news. Welcome back, Charger Nation. Hope everyone is having a great start to their school year. Earlier this month, new admin were added to OHS staff, along with new policies being implemented. Let's go to Kendall for the full story.
With the new school year comes new admin and new policies. This year, the Oxford School District has implemented a new cell phone policy across all schools. Any student who is on a non-school issued device, unless otherwise instructed, will face disciplinary action by administration. We also have two new assistant principals at Oxford High School, Lorenzo Grimes and Karen Fortenberry. Mrs. Fortenberry has been a math teacher at OHS for many years and is now taking on a new position. Mr. Grimes is new to the district this year. We interviewed him to get a little more insight.
So I went to Ole Miss. I graduated from South Nolan in 2000 and came to Ole Miss. My favorite part about working in school is working with students every day, watching students grow, watching them get to that finalization of graduation. So I chose to come to Oxford because it gave me an opportunity to work at a school that has a reputation for excellence. Also, moving to Oxford allowed me to place my own child in a great school district, and it placed me back closer to home, so I'd be closer to my parents and just to the environment in which I grew up in.
Now back to our main anchors.
Fall sports are in full swing at OHS, with volleyball playing against South Haven on Tuesday and varsity football making their regular season debut tonight. Now let's go to Anderson with more on both teams.
On August 1st, the OHS volleyball team began their season playing against the Tupelo Golden Wave. Unlike the season prior, this season, their team is very young, including 8th grader Swayze Weeks, who has already earned her spot on the starting lineup. The Chargers are on set for another exciting upcoming season. The OHS football team will begin their season tonight with the Crosstown Classic at Lafayette. Last Friday, the Chargers competed in their jamboree against the Winona Tigers, playing 2 quarters and ending with a final score of 24-21, with a game-winning kick by senior William Wilkinson. We sat down with head coach Chris Cutcliffe for a little more insight on this year's season.
Well, last year, first of all, not making the playoffs is definitely not something that we're used to here, not something that we're pleased with. There were some good moments, definitely some good things to build on, but that's not the standard that we've set, and we know that that's not the goal. First of all, with this year's team, I would say that we've had an excellent group of seniors. Okay, I think we've had a group that's really embraced the role of leadership within the team. Right, they've really kind of put their stamp on this team, and that's been really fun to watch them do and watch them grow into that role over the course of this offseason. So I'm really excited to see what they're capable of this year. So this year we have 3 permanent captains. Jabari White, Jack Harper, and Nelson Barr are our 3 permanent captains. We'll have a rotating captain, that could change week to week, but those are our 3 permanent captains. And those are guys, when we challenge our team to vote for captains, we talk about voting for players that most embody the core values of the program, right? And guys that we want to be representative of the program as a whole. And those 3 are very deserving of that honor. They've been tremendous leaders their entire career and have certainly embraced that role this year as a senior. Like I said, this class has a lot of strong leaders in it, and that's one of the reasons that we decided to do things a little bit differently and have a rotating captain position as well, week to week, because there's a lot of guys that really are deserving of having that opportunity at some point during the year. Yeah, so new region, like you mentioned, so going into 7A and going back to Region 1. So the travel is definitely a lot better, a lot closer road games, which is nice. One of the things we try to do is challenge ourselves with as difficult of a schedule as possible. Certainly in our non-conference schedule, we want to challenge ourselves, and I think we've done that again this year. And so, for us, the travel is nice. I do think that wears on you a little bit over the course of the year. But again, the whole deal is about being ready to play for the playoffs when it matters the most. So we got to get better throughout the course of the season. Regardless of who our opponents are, our job is to get better each week, right? The scoreboard kind of takes care of itself when you take that approach.
Now back to Chloe and Hud.
Everyone, be sure to come and support your Chargers tonight as they take on Lafayette in the Crosstown Classic. This past summer was full of a lot of entertainment with many artists releasing albums and going on tour. Let's go to Liza with more on the summer of music.
2023 was the summer of music, with Lil Uzi releasing his new album Pink Tape in May and Gunna dropping A Gift and a Curse in June. Beyoncé started the North American leg of her Renaissance tour in July, and Drake began his It's a Blur tour in Chicago. A few weeks later, Post Malone released his fifth studio album titled Austin, along with Travis Scott releasing his long-awaited album Utopia. Many Travis Scott fans have been awaiting the album since before the release of Astroworld. Also, to wrap up the summer, the new soundtrack from the Greta Gerwig film Barbie, featuring artists like Dua Lipa, Billie Eilish, Charli XCX, and now back to Chloe.
We can't wait to see what the rest of the summer holds for music and entertainment. Earlier this month, the seniors started off their school year with their annual senior breakfast. This event was held in the auxiliary gym and was open to all seniors and their parents. Now on to Rishi with more details.
Every year, the PTO hosts a breakfast at the beginning of the year for the seniors, and the class of 2024 was no different. Seniors and their parents gather before school to socialize and have a great start to the senior year. This year's graduating class has 305 students, and all taking different paths after their final year of high school. Seniors, be sure to soak up all the memories and enjoy your last year of high school. Now, on to Chloe and Hud.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms.
To read our stories and more, make sure to check us out on thechargeronline.com.
Be sure to come back next week on
The Charger Updates.